All right, so we are on the road. We just loaded everything up. I have no idea where we're going.
We're not going
I suspect we're going to Michigan. Where in Michigan, I don't know. But Ian decided to surprise me for Mother's Day weekend and take us on a little weekend getaway. I've been really...
I never said that.
You never said that?
I never said that. We're just in the car.
I think what really gave him away that he planned a trip was Camp Bow Wow. Them emailing me asking for my dog's vaccination records and then also confirming this stay. I think that gave it away. You were so close to being able to pull the wool over my eyes.
I got the first part done without you noticing.
Actually, I might have noticed that too.
How?
Because I got an email from Monarch saying that we exceeded our travel budget, and I was like, no, we haven't. And I didn't see, obviously, where you booked or whatever, but...
I changed Airbnb's merchant name to B of A credit and made it look like I was paying off a credit card, but I guess it didn't do it.
It categorized it as travel. I shouldn't have opened it. I just didn't know. Because, we had talked about possibly going on a trip, and then we were like, no, we should probably save our money. And then I was like, okay, we're definitely not going. But yeah, then I saw the email, and I was like, what?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm excited. This is Ian's first time planning a surprise trip for me, so I'm very excited. Usually...
Prepare to be underwhelmed.
No. This is going to be the best. I'm the planner in our relationship, so usually all the trips we go on I'm kind of planning, and it's fun for me. I like planning, but it's also really nice just getting in the car and having someone else organize everything. So yeah, very, very excited. Okay, we just stopped at McDonald's. I have not been feeling super good during this drive. We had a lot of stop and go traffic, and I think it made me a little car sick. I also forgot to eat. I think we both did. So it's uh-oh, Sloan's awake. Hi, baby.
Uh-oh.
Well, we'll be on the road again soon, hopefully.
That's not good.
Yeah, not good. I probably shouldn't have talked. Uh-oh. We'll see you soon. I feel like this microphone looks kind of funny clipped on, but Sloan is calm. I gave her a chicken nugget. So now maybe I'll just hold this. Now we're just gonna go and get back on the highway. Oh, I'm just trying to quickly eat the nuggets I have before I don't even know. I guess I can eat slow. I was in a hurry and now I'm not. I like the fizzy bubbles. People who don't know me super well, I don't drink soda, ever. I just think it's disgusting usually. But for some reason, I was feeling kind of car sick, which seems to happen to me a lot in the past decade or so. But yeah, for the first time I was craving soda, so I was like, all right. Then since I'm passenger princess, I'm also working on my cardigan that I've been working on. I've made a lot of progress. I have a whole sleeve. I also completely messed up and didn't follow the directions. I missed a part of the pattern where it said, as you're working on the sleeves and you're trying to get about 16 inches, to also be working decreases in every, I think it was 4 or 5 inches. I did not. I, for some reason, thought that was going to come later. This is why you should always follow directions and read the directions before you do things. Yeah, this is a
novel concept.
Right. This is a very common mistake I make. I tend to not read too far ahead with directions. I just jump in. So yeah, we'll see how it turns out, but I'm excited to have one sleeve almost done. Okay, we tried going to the park that's here for little kids, and what would you say, Ian? It's kind of a little bit of a fail.
It's just a little splash pad.
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be a splash pad in the summertime, but since it's like not warm enough, it wasn't on. But Sloan kind of had a little bit of a meltdown, she's still having a meltdown. So we're just in that lovely toddler era where, you know, it's rough, big feelings. So we're gonna probably head back and check into our Airbnb, take it a little slower.
Your destination is on the right.
Okay, so funny story. We actually went to the wrong house and tried to get in. Hopefully nobody was home because they might have thought that we were breaking into their house. We didn't get in, so we failed our breaking and entering. And yeah, now we're like walking to the house that we're actually staying in, and I hope it's the house. All right, here we go. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. We're in the Airbnb and I forgot to put the microphone on, so I was just talking to myself, but look how cute this place is. Ian did such a good job. It's so cozy in here. Sloan is already making herself at home. So cute. Go in here. They have a washer and a dryer. Oh my gosh, and a sunroom. Oh, this is so cute. So yeah, I'm not sure if the audio cut out, but we awkwardly went to this other house. Yeah, whoa, it's a fireplace. We went to this other house and thought that that was the Airbnb. I guess Ian didn't like check the address carefully, and we tried to get into the house and we weren't able to. So we awkwardly had to like leave that house and then come over. And were you having fun, Sloan? Had to like come and find this one. So we're happy we're in the right house. Okay, more of the house tour.
That's Sloan's room.
Oh my gosh, this is so cute. There's bunk beds. Cute.
This hot room.
Nice.
The
And
bathroom.
then, ooh, this is a nice bathroom. Oh wow, those are some bright lights. Hello. And a nice shower head. Wow, that is really nice. You're doing a good job stacking those. Okay, we are walking to dinner. We have no idea what we're doing. It's honestly,
In general.
yeah, in general. But our Airbnb is only like a 11-minute walk from town. So we're just, good pick, Ian. So we're just gonna walk to dinner, see how Sloan is doing, just because she didn't really get a good nap today. So it's quite possible we're gonna go out and she's gonna have a little bit of a meltdown. She's been a little cranky today. I don't know if she's teething, but I'm just setting my expectations low and that like we might just have to like walk back. So we're gonna look around, see if there's anywhere we wanna go. And then also look and see if there's anything that we can like take back just in case we need to eat at the Airbnb instead. But yeah, it's been fun. Okay, so we're walking back from dinner. Honestly, I was kind of scared. Oh, now Sloan's crying. Dinner went pretty well. We were not expecting that just because Well, we went to Clementine's again. We tried going there earlier today and then the wait was just too long. And then we went again and I put our name down and they told me it would be like an hour and a half, which I was like, oh great, we're already so close to Sloane's bedtime. She didn't get a good nap. There's no way we're gonna eat here, but I left my name down anyway. And then we went to Rock Creek Tavern and we're like, okay, like let's put our names down here. It's obviously not gonna be as crowded. They told us it would be a 20-minute wait. And it like 20 minutes, 30 minutes went by. We're like still walking around. I go back and I'm like, you know, are you guys almost ready? And they were like, well, nobody's really moved, so it might be another 20 minutes. So I'm like, okay. And then Ian's like, Sloane's gonna have a meltdown. Like, we have to go home. Like, it's way past her bedtime. So I'm like, okay. So we start walking back to the Airbnb and I get a text message from Clementine's being like, okay, your table's ready. So we turned around. Thankfully, we weren't that far away. So we went all the way back. But yeah, we thought Sloane would have a meltdown at dinner and she was a bit cranky, but she honestly was, I thought she was okay. It was really nice. And now we're walking back and Sloane, I thought our walk back would be really upset and she's definitely cranky, but it's been like a nice walk so far. Good morning. Just made us some coffee. I have no idea if this is like disgusting or not. It's a blueberry muffin coffee from Dunkin'. But I figured, you know, we're in Michigan, you have to have blueberry, even though it's artificial blueberry. But yeah, I'm starting my day with some coffee and we're gonna get ready and then probably gonna try to head out to the Tulip Festival just because that's something that I've wanted to do for years now. Also, we did not get any sleep last night. Sloane woke up at, I think, 1:30 in the morning and was coughing and couldn't go back to sleep. And so, yeah, we were up until, I think, like 2:30 or 3 a.m. trying to get her to go back to sleep just because she was uncomfortable and, you know, coughing a lot. So, yeah, I was hoping she'd sleep in, especially because she went to bed late. And then she also, you know, woke up in the middle of the night. But no, she was up at 7 a.m. this morning. So I think that's just like par for the course with the toddler. You hope that they'll go to sleep late and wake up late, but that never happens. So we're up early and gonna chug some coffee just so that we have some energy and honestly could keep up with Sloane.
Sloane, come on.
This cute mom book for me.
It's the same as the dad.
Yeah. I got Ian a, and this is like not showing my face for some reason. I got Ian a dad book for Father's Day last year and it's been like Sloane's and Ian's favorite book. So now I have one for me. Yay. Okay. And then now, Sloane, you want to give me your gift? Oh, yeah. You want to put the sticker on you? Okay. I was trying. You want to help me open it? Oh, yeah. You got a sticker. This is for you. Do you want to open? All right. I'll open it. What is this? You made this? You made this? It's so cute. These are your feet. Thank you. This is cute. Okay, we are going for a walk. We went to this cute little brunch spot. They don't take reservations, which is part of the reason we wanted to go, just because we didn't make any reservations for Mother's Day. But yeah, they have like an hour-long wait. I think they said it was like potentially an hour and 15 minutes. So we're just walking around the neighborhood and hanging out. I think it's like 25 minutes away walking from the downtown area. So we're probably just going to walk around the houses and then head back and then hope that they call us. They also won't call our phone, so we probably can't get...
Wait, they won't?
No, they don't call your phone, so... Which is kind of nerve-wracking, just because it's such a long wait, but like we also didn't want to just sit there. So yeah, we'll see. It's so beautiful outside today, though. All right, we're currently sitting in a charging lot, just charging our car. Sloan took a little nap, definitely not a long nap, so she might be a little bit cranky later today. We'll see. She was already kind of cranky before the nap. I think she needed the nap. But we went to the Biscuits. Was it Biscuits Cafe? Was that what?
The Biscuit.
The Biscuit. Interesting experience. We essentially put our name down and we're told that it would be like an hour to an hour and 15 minutes. And so we did it and we just kind of like walked around an hour after walking around.
Yeah,
Essentially
45 minutes. Yeah.
Maybe 45 minutes after walking around just to check in, because they also didn't like call you, so you had to like keep going back to check in, which was kind of annoying. And there's nothing really like super close to where that cafe is. So we pretty much went and checked in and they were like, yeah, like it's gonna be another like 20 to 30 minutes. You're like, I can't remember if they said 5th or 7th on the list. So I'm like, okay. So we went for another 30 minutes, came back, and they were like, yeah, like you're like still 7th. Like there's 7 people ahead of you, so 8th. So I was just like, okay, how much longer will that be? And they said it would be another 20 to 30 minutes again. So I was kind of honestly getting a little cranky because I made the mistake of not eating, and it was already, what time was it? Like it was like noon, 12:30?
Something like that.
Somewhere around that time, and they didn't have like, at least it wasn't obvious that you could get coffee there, so we decided to drive into downtown Holland, grab some coffee from this really cute coffee place called Bowerman's on 8th. Super good. They had blueberry lattes, and so I was like, ooh, that sounds really good. And you know, we're in Michigan, so blueberries are like kind of the thing here. I was really hoping that they were gonna give us blueberry lattes with like actual blueberry syrup, like a homemade syrup. But then I saw that they used the, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, Monin's syrup, and just like, it was like a regular latte with Monin. So I was like, maybe I didn't have to wait in a super long line for that. It still was really good. Picked up a blueberry donut. Sloan loved it. We liked it too. We like all split it. And then picked up a slice of blueberry pie. And I was a little bit on a blueberry kick. So then I also picked up blueberry muffins and blueberry jam that had bourbon and pecan in it. So yeah, curious to see how that tastes, but Yeah, I went from that place, which was super crowded. While I was waiting for the drinks, I had a few people giving me like dirty looks because they thought I was trying to cut the line to order. I even had one of the older women there come to me and say like, hey, like we're actually in line. And I was just like, no, I'm just standing here waiting for my drink. I already ordered. So yeah, it was a bit stressful and a little hectic in there because I think everybody was kind of like hunting for the best place to go for Mother's Day brunch without plans. But we went from there, went back to Biscuits. It was about 30 minutes later, and they told us that we weren't allowed to bring our coffees in. And then they also told us that they had our table, like essentially that we were 30 minutes late, even though we were there 30 minutes before. So it was kind of like not really like the best experience in terms of like...
Food was good.
The food was good, but the people there were kind of mean. I don't know if maybe they were stressed because...
They were stressed. It's a long, hectic day.
Yeah, I think they were just stressed out and like it's Mother's Day and, you know, I don't know if they didn't get to spend time with their mother figures or maybe some of them were mothers. I don't know, but we didn't feel super welcome there. And the food was really good though. So ate the food, drove over here, let Sloan nap, and that's kind of where we're at. Now we're gonna go to the park, let Sloan get some energy out, and the whole reason we came to Holland is I wanted to see all the tulips. So we saw some like, you know, along the streets, but I kind of want to see the parks with the tulips as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what's next up. Okay, we just got home like maybe an hour ago, just played with Sloan a little bit, and now we're attempting to put her to bed. I have no idea how tonight is gonna go just because she has been so, well, she's been just like not her usual self in terms of sleep, even before this trip, and then like especially with like how little sleep she got today and last night, like I'm hoping she goes down easy. Ian's putting her to bed. And then the plan is to probably share the pie, even though we've already had so much food today. And then I have these muffins, and so we'll probably have those in the morning. And then I mentioned this jam that we got, which sounds really good. I have no idea if it's actually good. But yeah, and then we'll have... So I mentioned that we'll have a little bit of the blueberry pie, and we're also probably, last night I went to Walmart and I picked up these graham crackers and essentially just like a bunch of stuff to make s'mores. Only problem was I didn't see the s'mores sticks at Walmart. So I was hoping that maybe this Airbnb had them just because they put out firewood for us. So we will see if we make s'mores, and if we do, how that happens, just because there are no sticks here. So we might have to get creative, which usually is a little bit of a bad idea. And then I also have this bottle of wine, my mom and I went to Napa together. I used to live in the Bay Area, and my mom came out to visit one time, and we went to Napa together. It was my first and only time going to Napa. And the first winery we went to was Priest Ranch, and we just fell in love. Their Malbec wine was so good. And I'm trying to keep my voice down because Ian's working on putting Sloan to bed. But their wine was so good that or I should say my mom, it wasn't me. I was very broke when I lived in the Bay because it was so expensive out there. So yeah, my mom was very generous and decided to order a few of their bottles. I think I came home with maybe 2 of the bottles, and I've held on to them. Now, this was back in, I think, 2018 that we went to Napa together. I've held on to these bottles just because usually when I buy wine, I kind of, I don't know if people are going to judge me for this, either being like, wow, that's a lot, or wow, that's really nothing. But like, usually if I'm just kind of wanting to enjoy a wine, I look for wines that are anywhere from like $8 to maybe $12 on average. Just like if it's like a wine I want to like, again, sit and enjoy. But if I'm cooking, I usually try to look for like $3-4 wines. Honestly, if I could find $2 chuck, I use that. But these days, it's so hard to find wine that's not like lower than $4 in the US. So all that to say, I don't normally spend a lot of money on wine bottles. And my mom was so nice to buy me, I think it was 2 nice bottles of wine. Later, she surprised me with a bottle because she ordered a few to her house. But I've like held on to these, and I brought them for this Mother's Day trip because I actually just landed a new job, and I am so excited for this next chapter. And then like it's Mother's Day weekend too, so we thought maybe we'd celebrate. But I just got the offer. Essentially, I found out I had the offer Thursday evening, and then Friday was kind of like working on getting the finalized offer. So it's just very fresh, and I've worked very hard to get where I'm at now. So yeah, just want to celebrate a little. Last night we didn't feel like drinking. We were just really tired, and I didn't want to use an expensive bottle of wine on a night where we just were already kind of pooped. Granted, I'm kind of tired tonight, but I'm very happy that we did not have any wine last night because Sloan got up in the middle of the night, and that would have been honestly awful. There's nothing like having, a drink of like a glass of wine or one drink, more than one drink, and your toddler or baby is like up in the middle of the night. So that's why I usually don't like to drink, just because honestly these days it's just not worth it. But tonight we're going to crack into that wine. And yeah, I've been holding on to that bottle for years, so I'm very excited to finally drink it. Also, how cute is this room? I have always wanted a sunroom, so this is, oh my gosh, they have like a good vibes only. How do I turn this on? Hold on. So this is a bummer. There's no batteries in here, and it looks like it's battery powered, but it says good vibes only.
One flavor with another, and something new was created. You've led me to your restaurant. Seems as though I have. Yes.
we're driving home, and we are running a little bit behind schedule. As always, life with a toddler. But Ian had a meeting this morning that he needed to take, and then, we did that. Now we're heading back. Took a little bit to pack up, but I think we packed up pretty quickly for...
We did a lot last night.
Yeah, we did a bit last night, and then we kind of were very quick this morning. And then I also tried to not really take things out. Sometimes on trips, like, I'll unpack everything. I kind of tried to keep things packed so that it would just be faster for us to get out. So I think that worked pretty well. And then, now we're just rushing home. I have a meeting that I'm probably gonna have to call into. And then I have another meeting that I'm hoping I don't have to move, but I might. I also am supposed to give my notice today, just because I mentioned earlier that I got a job offer and I'm really excited about it. So I'm just like a little nervous about delivering that message. It's always a bit awkward to do. So I'm hoping it goes well. I hope it's received okay. But I'm excited to just get it off, like not have it, I don't know. My brain is slow.